Okay. Good morning everybody, and good afternoon, or wherever you might be. We've got people all over the globe this morning, which is great to see, and it's also fantastic to be able to be presenting the social media manager and the smartphone app with Pegboard. I've got Andrew Robbins with me this morning. So hi Andrew, how you going?
Hi everybody.
And those of you who don't know, I'm Ashton. So without further ado, we want to thank you for spending the time with us this morning. We'll make it short and sharp, and we know your time is precious, but it's key to get through as much as we can at the time that we've got. We've been continuing to invest into the Pegboard product and the strategy, and some of you would have heard the comments towards the word platform, or the Pegboard platform, and you'll hear a lot more of that in the upcoming months as our strategy starts to move towards Pegboard as a platform and what that actually means. And the product considerably changes to match that strategy as well, which is part of what you're going to see today and part of the ethos of Pegboard. We will go through the following outline. So we'll cover off the social media manager and look at it and what the future vision is for that, and the usual information around the release, and same with the Pegboard smartphone app. And from there we've got a couple of housekeeping issues in regards to releases, etc., and a Q&A, and then we'll finish up. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I think the reason for the social media module to come into existence is all about our vision, and that is to strengthen end users' ability to manage their digital environment productively and efficiently. And what does that mean? If you have a look at these two diagrams that are put together, and on the left here we have the arrows pointing into the Pegboard website, or your client's website. And it's all about driving the consumer to the brand's website from whatever social media, whatever information is surrounding that site, whatever is going on. At the end of the day, the key investment is the website from the client. And they might be doing promotions on Facebook, they might be doing all sorts of things around the website, but the key is to continue to drive into that controlled environment that is the brand, and that investment that you guys build into that brand. So it is really much, pretty much about that one-stop shop approach in creating. I mean, this is the area that you can control in the website. On the other side of that, we have the arrows pointing out from the website. So within a marketer's or the business owner's perspective, they want to be able to push out from one platform to multiple communications, e.g. again the social media side of it. But there's more than just social media. You might be pushing out to all sorts of things. And that is productivity, but also a controlled PR campaign within Pegboard, and that's what the key elements are within these two diagrams. So it gives you a bit of background as to what we are looking at with that single point broadcasting. And just to get straight into that, I'll hand over to Andrew now, and he'll take us through Pegboard and this first stage in the media module, and go through exactly this one-point broadcasting. So thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Ashton. I'm going to switch across from the PowerPoint that we're looking at now and jump straight into Pegboard and show you how the social media manager or module works within the console. So first up, I'll just bring up a site. So thank you to SocialMedia for letting us use this as an example today in the webinar. We're going to use this to have a look at mobile as well as the social media module. So this is the site that we've got, and what we do, jump into the Pegboard console as you would normally. This looks very familiar to everyone in the webinar. If it doesn't, this is the Pegboard console that you log into. If you have a look here on the left-hand side in the sitemap with any of the collections in Pegboard. Now that's an important point. Any collection, products, polls, galleries, news, can be pushed out to social media. So we haven't picked a particular module. We haven't created a standalone module. We've integrated it with everything on the platform, the Pegboard platform. So I'm going to look at a news article today, excuse me, and how we can share that on social media platforms. Okay? But before we jump into that, I'm going to look at the settings for the social media module. So under the settings menu, you've got now a new option for social media settings. For all of the enterprise partners, that module is available for them to be able to switch on. So I'll go into the settings area and just show you what we call social media endpoints. So these are all the social media platforms. We've gone and developed connectors into each of the social media platforms. At the moment, I've got one set up, and I'm about to show you quite simply how to set up both Facebook and Twitter. So there's the three at the moment: LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So if I click on Add here, I can pick one of those other two connectors. So let's pick Facebook. Click on Save, and it will come up like this. Now what it's telling us here with that warning icon and the command bar there, command option, you click to authorize. Right, so it brings up a pop-up for the particular social media platform, and now you've got to choose the account that you want the website to post to. So it's really important at this point to make a decision as to what account you want to post to. Do you do it to the CEO's account? Do you do it to the generic Facebook account you've got for the company? You've got to make that decision. You've set that up ahead of time. So here I'm just going to do my own one. Log in. And essentially that's all you need to do is just log in. Okay, and then you can close that window. Come back to Pegboard and you can see that, yep, okay, it's all authorized and that social media endpoint is ready to go. I'm going to do Twitter as well. Click on Save. Twitter comes up as well. So let's click on that. It will bring up a pop-up, which is this. And again, quite simply, the user just needs to do this. And now this stays for the life. Let me just type this in properly. It keeps going away from the Pegboard. And the password is authorized app endpoint is there. And then it's flickering a little bit. Close that off. And it's authorized. Okay, so you've got the three endpoints all authorized and set up, ready to go. The next step is to actually add some content to the Pegboard website and push it out, as Ashton was talking about, push it out to social media platforms to spread the news and to get people to come back to your site. So I right click on news and go manage items, and I'm going to add a new article. But before we jump in there, you'll see that there are these new social media icons in all of the management pages within Pegboard to show you exactly when something's been posted to social media platforms. So if I click Add New, so today's social media webinar, so I can put that in. Put some general content in here. The date. And this new panel will come up where you'll be able to pick the particular social media endpoints that we've already set up. You can pick all of them, just like that, or you can pick individual ones. So if I just pick the individual sharing points or social media platforms, we can put in content. So just quickly put in a line. This might be riveting for you. That's all. And then we just click save and close. So now at this point, what it's going to do, okay, before I hit save and close, you're probably wondering, well, what's going to hit the social media platform of what I've entered in? What is going to actually be posted? So it's a good question because it does differ slightly from social media platform to social media platform. So, for instance, Twitter's going to take the name of the post, or name of the article, today's social media webinar, and it's going to say that Andrew Robbins posted it and he's got something he'd like to share with you. No, sorry, I'll take that back. With Twitter, it's simply just the name, the summary, and the URL.
The page URL.
Yeah, the page URL. Yep. And it will always put the name and URL in, but it may truncate the summary depending on what's going on. So if you put in a big summary, it might be truncated to fit into the character limit that you've got on Twitter. LinkedIn and Facebook is slightly different. It's going to put the author a little bit of a tagline to say that so-and-so's got something to share with you, a name, the summary, the full summary, the name of the page as a link in the actual post on the social media platform. So I'll show you an example of those in a minute. But I just wanted to go through that, hopefully give you an explanation of, okay, what content here is actually going to hit each of the platforms. So hit save and close. What happens is the icons come up here on the left-hand side, all grayed out, because they get put into a queue, and every 5 minutes that will actually get posted to the social media platforms. Reasons for that is we don't want degradation of the site and performance, so it just sits in the background. You can come back to this page at any stage, as you can see here, and see how that's posted to the social media platform. So it's that simple, and that's just a news article. It could be anything, any collection that you've actually got things set up for. You can actually post to those social media platforms. And the exciting bit about this is it's not just the console. The other exciting bit, which I'm going to show you in a little while, is the actual mobile app as well. It does something very similar. So what I'll do is I'll quickly jump into these accounts and just show you an example of what it's going to look like. So this is what I did earlier on a dummy LinkedIn account, whereby it will say Andrew Smith shared a news article with you might be interested in. Up and coming webinar starts in an hour and a half. Please join the Pegboard webinar social app. So that's how it looks like. That's what it looks like in LinkedIn. Similarly, whoops, I thought I'd logged in. Hang on a moment. Apologies. Just quickly log in so we can see that. Hopefully there's not too many little messages. So there's a post that's coming to my wall from the website. So it looks quite inconspicuous, but it invites the user to come back to the website. So click on the link and come back to that branded website that Ashton was talking about before. And similarly, logged in, hopefully logged in, tweets, okay, and then again it's quite simple. It just goes straight onto the tweets. So they're the three examples, and quite seamlessly what you're managing in the Pegboard console is pushed through to those social media platforms.
Thanks, Andrew. Hopefully all of you like what you're seeing. I think if we go back to the PowerPoint, And I think